getting addicted to their phones, taking stuff like Ozempic, whatever. Humans take the easy way out, always. You think they won't do this, you're out of your mind.
Girl send you a message, bro. They'll stalk your account, bro. They got websites that'll show you everything that you like. They can see the type of girl you like, and they'll create a profile based off of that. So when they reach out to you, you gon' hit them back, bro. And then they like, hey, FaceTime me. And you like, cool, I'll FaceTime you. Then I know you real. Then you FaceTime them, they screenshot you, they'll take their picture off and put some child up there, some bullshit, bro. And then they'll hit you like, hey, if you don't want this to come out, you gotta pay me.
Cold game.
And you gotta pay them, bro. With AI, bro, this look too real. You gotta pay them. You can't have that shit on you, bro. And that shit happening all the time, dog. We did this thing with the rookies this year, bro, where they had like a bunch of screens and it was a different Instagram account on every screen. Each of the players had to go through the Instagram account and figure out which one was real, which one was fake, what's fake about it. And then every one of these accounts really got money from a player, bro. Every one of them was fake. Every one of them really extorted somebody. Like, that social media shit, bro, that's scary, dog.
That is Eddie Curry. He was the first pick in the NBA draft. I forget what year, maybe 03, 04, 05, I can't remember, or maybe 2000. Tyson Chandler, I remember, was the second pick. And he's talking about this is a real thing where men are being extorted. Again, I've seen some guys, they'll do a FaceTime call with a girl, but they won't show their face on camera specifically for this reason. I think the only saving grace is that we're going to get to a point where there's so much AI manipulation, you can get out of anything you do by saying, no, someone just made that. I didn't do any of that. I think that's where we're headed. Totally. I think we're right at the brink of that, like where we can catch Sadia Khan still, but pretty soon in the future, she's going to have like a point where like you can't tell whether or not she's telling the truth. And it's just getting, and it's so accessible to the general population. I don't know if you saw the Martin Luther King like stealing shit videos, or the videos of Bernie Sanders talking about big booty Latinas, and it's just like, it's so easily accessible to the general population that people who are even more advanced can actually make it look where you can't tell the difference between what's going on, what the truth is.
Is her accent even real?
Who?
That Sadia girl?
I'm sure it is. Yeah, I think she's British.
Okay.
I think. I hope.
Well, the men have said that they want the robots. They want the sex robots and the robot girlfriends. Well, you motherfuckers are already getting scammed by the AI. So I don't know how long that's going to last or how well that's going to do.
Dude, watch, the freaking AI bots are going to start, like, you know, getting their money in.
The robots
they're
are
the next 304.
Need money for a
No,
purse.
the AI is a thing. How do you defend? Think of being a prosecutor. How are you gonna prove a case in the future? Like,
yeah, it's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be
AI.
And Monica, I have to ask you this: X robot's going to be a plus or a minus to the human race?
I love this conversation. I've been dying to talk about sex. I've been dying to talk about this robots. Okay, so I deal with a lot of men living in low libido or sexless marriages, and these are men of faith. These are guys who took their vows seriously. They don't want to cheat. They don't want to get something on the side. So I think in these specific situations, I think the robots could be a cure for their situation. Or I think it could be a net positive to these marriages.
I agree with the sex robots in a sense, to all the angry incels in your guys' comments that I can't say a clap back because they don't realize I was the only white girl in the hood, so I just been clowning some of these incels. I think sex robots would be great for those guys.
Harper, I think you have something to say here.
I do. I'm a little curious. You remember when like McDonald's gave out the coffee that was like too hot and they got sued for it? So what happens if a robot like goes too hard and something happens? Like, can you sue them for that? Like, what if you get like dismemembered or something? You know what I'm saying?
Manufacturer flaws.
Yeah,
can you like? Do they have like?
Well, there's a recall on that model.
Yeah, there's a recall. How do you even handle that? Like,
they put like a little knob on it, like, and more intense, more girth, more like.
Yeah, like I want a more dom. Like what's gonna happen here?
And then a slap me daddy option.
Yeah, I think the discussion about sex robots or AI in general, people are like,
I love AI.
Is AI good or bad? It's like the tide coming in. There is no way to stop it, so it doesn't matter. It's you have to deal with it. Your ancestors will be fucking robots. Almost 100% of them. I know you think I'm full of shit, and I'm not saying I would do it, and I'm not saying my kids would do it, but like our great-great-grandkids, I just want you to think about how awkward puberty is for men and women, and the fact that you can skip all that awkwardness and just have sex with someone who looks human and you can't tell the difference that they're not.
Like
that
Westworld.
That is obviously, like, you see how many people just default to porn, getting addicted to their phones, taking stuff like Ozempic, getting addicted to drugs, whatever. Humans take the easy way out, always. You think they won't do this? You're out of your mind. This will be, I'm telling you that we're going to have a population just total collapse. And like what you said before about the men at the bottom, this is what I predict will happen. You'll have massive numbers of unattractive men who will just basically take themselves out of the dating market because of the sex robots. And you'll have men going to a bar and hundreds of women just fawning over them. Like, you're a real man who wants to talk to women, and things will even out just perfectly where it'll be like, you know, the women won't find him super attractive, but there'll be like 3 guys for every girl at the bar. I think that's what we'll end up seeing in the end.
But I think you're kind of right too.
I think the sex robot thing is going to have way more of a pervasive effect on men than women.
But with AI,